The United States has announced over $700 million in new aid to Ukraine, including support for the country's energy sector, as Russia continues to target its infrastructure. The aid package also includes assistance for humanitarian efforts and demining work. On Wednesday, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and British Foreign Secretary David Lammy made a rare joint visit to Kyiv ahead of a bilateral meeting on Friday at the White House between U.S. President Joe Biden and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The leaders are expected to discuss continued support for Ukraine. In Kyiv, Blinken announced $325 million to help repair Ukraine's energy and electric grid amid ongoing Russian attacks, along with nearly $290 million in humanitarian aid for essential services, such as safe drinking water, food, shelter, and medicine. Lammy, the British Foreign Minister, stated that the UK is providing over £600 million in support for Ukraine, including £242 million this fiscal year for immediate humanitarian energy and stabilization needs, as well as support for reform, recovery, and reconstruction. He also confirmed the UK's intention to deploy $484 million worth of World Bank loan guarantees later this year, and said the UK is accelerating military deliveries of air defense missiles, additional artillery ammunition, and more armored vehicles to Ukraine by the end of 2024. Sybiha, Ukraine's foreign minister, emphasized that his country needs a firm answer from allies to counter Russia's provocations and escalations, citing the increasing attacks on Ukraine's nuclear power stations and targets near the NATO border. And British officials suggested that Russian President Vladimir Putin has already escalated the war by seeking ballistic missiles from Iran. Meanwhile, Ukraine's military said it shot down 20 of 25 drones used by Russia in overnight attacks targeting multiple Ukrainian regions, with no immediate reports of casualties or major damage. The latest developments come as Biden indicated the U.S. may be moving to lift restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range weapons against Russia, a shift from the previous U.S. stance of avoiding actions that could further escalate the conflict.